Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Another green day today. After so much red, we've been buying, we've been digging the ditches, we've been taking it all on the chin because tonight, of course, it's the Nvidia earnings. We're very excited about that. SMCI got a bounce last night. We brought you a world exclusive before anybody was able to bring you the news, thanks to one of our Lucas aides, Vanessa. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, and Lestin Wynn, who also took part in that. It was a great scoop last night and fantastic news to bring it to everybody. SMCI, of course, is up today, riding a bit of a wave. We are going to break it down. We gave the full deep analysis last night, but today on the show we're going to talk about the news and the fallout this morning, where we are this morning, and getting ready for the Nvidia earnings tonight. So we're going to be here until 10 o'clock, which is a 2.5 hour show all the way through. We'll try and squeeze in some reviews as well if we can. Analysis reviews today, and also we have a world premiere coming up for you very shortly from Vaz. It's part 3, preparing for Archer Aviation. Now tomorrow night I'm going to be doing Soundhound earnings on this channel, the main channel, and for the very first time we have Vaz doing a live show on the extra channel with the Archer Aviation earnings. So this is the build up to that. So I'm going to share with you on the screen what we're talking about. This is his video. It goes live. This is part 3. They get better and better every time. Everyone has agreed that. So this is live next. Live next. Prepare for... Let's write this in for Archer earnings. There you go. Live next. Let me write that in as well. World premiere, because it is. First time showing. Prepare for Archer earnings. There we go. Let me copy that as well. Pin that to the top. Pin. There you go. This is the event that's happening at 10 o'clock this morning after our main show. There you go. So you might want to go and leave a like to support Vaz on this one right now. You can leave a comment there. Get ready for that tonight. So that's happening. So not tonight, this morning. Well, it depends where you are, I guess, right? But that's happening in an hour, in 2.5 hours from now. All right, good stuff. You can see the markets are booming this morning. Well, let's be realistic. They're not really booming. They're up 0.5%, but I'm up 1.15 because of margin. Remember, on the way down, I amplified the downs, and now I amplify the ups. And this is a swing of about $5,000. At one point, I was down nearly $10,000. Because remember, the bigger my portfolio gets, obviously the bigger the swings are. Famously, Warren Buffett was asked, what does it feel like to lose millions in a day? Well, he doesn't lose millions in a day. It just moves millions in a day because of the scale of his portfolio. Well, that's exactly the same here, except in micro form. But the point is, it's up to date. Nice, very, very good. Remember, my strategy is I'm not selling shares. I am just staying in, buying dips when everything goes down unnecessarily. If things go down due to bad performance, then I'm not buying because the stock has been devalued, the index has been devalued. That's just no point. However, if we get macro conditions where the market goes down or individual stocks go down because of macro conditions, because of politics, outside influence that has nothing to do with the performance, then I will absolutely be buying the dip. So I keep doing that. And I keep adding to that. So when it does go up, of course, it goes up a lot. And it goes, 1,400. I think my biggest gain in a day, was it 3,000, 4,000? That was a long time ago. We've not had a day like that for I'm guessing 6, 8 months. I can't remember when it was, but it was a long time ago. And we don't, but now I'm going to get maybe $5,000, $6,000 days when we get a major upswing, like a rate cut or some good news, or Trump drops the tariffs, or there's some resolution in the war. All of these things that are going to happen probably in the next month or so. We'll get tariff clarification, we'll get the end of the war, and we'll have a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 day. As long as I remain in and don't sell my shares, that's exactly what we will get. Anyway, let's bring the comments on the screen. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this morning? We're looking at Super Microcomputer. I'm going to bring you lots of news. Look, President Trump just signed an executive order directly fed. Okay, looking at, okay, that's not really going to change things today, so we're not worried about that. But I've got some news to share with you today. The biggest movers today, what we're looking at, Super Micro news and stock futures as Nvidia results near. That's, of course, tonight. So we're going to cover all of this news throughout the morning as well, preparing for Nvidia and building up to Vaz's world premiere. All right, good. Let me bring the comments on the screen. So, good morning, Stephen Lewandowski. How are you this morning, mate? Lovely to see you here. Devinda, good morning to you. Lovely to have you here. Absolutely wonderful. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Mike. How are you? How's Lisa today? Good morning, Pascal. Good morning to you. Andrew Phillips. Good morning to you. Mike. Did you buy today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I bought when it went down. When everybody was selling, I bought. I bought right at the bottom here. In fact, I was buying all the way down, and I bought my last SMP right there. Okay, I've been buying on the way down. I'm absolutely not buying on the way up. Let everybody else do that and inflate my portfolio. I'm not buying on the way up. I only ever buy on the way down. Good morning, Savage Faith Creations. Good morning to you. Mike, Stephen, Leah, how are you? Good morning. Here he is, Stanislav Mandrick. Good morning to you. Hope you're well. Good morning. And we reached 70,000 subscribers, by the way, last night. If you follow me on X and Instagram, you'd have seen my post. We passed 70,000 and 61 now. We plowed through 70,000. So thank you ever so much, everyone who's become part of another major milestone, 70,000 subscribers. That was a personal milestone for me, because there were lots of YouTubers that I've been following that I use as like as inspiration, as like a kind of like benchmark to get there. And there were many financial YouTube channels that were around the 70,000 that have been going twice as long as me, 3 times as long as me, and I wanted to beat them to 70,000. And there's half a dozen I watch, and it's the same as when I run the London Marathon. I pick lots of mini targets rather than let's become a million or anything like that. Lots of mini targets, and I keep little pieces all the time. So there were people at 50,000 that I wanted to beat to 50,000. There were people at 70,000 I wanted to beat to 70,000. And I just keep finding little targets that I can focus on. And please understand, it's not really about how many subscribers I've got, even though I do get excited about it. I just need something to work towards. I just need a target. I need something to aim at. If I've got nothing to aim at, there's no objective. And if there's no objective, why get out of bed in the morning? This morning this was a tough one. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I said to Leah, I could just lie here. I'm 55 years old. Why don't I just lie in bed? But no, I got up. Obviously, here I am. But yeah, so thank you all of you who, every one of you is one of those 70,000. So it's amazing. Really do appreciate it. Don't take it for granted at all. Good morning, Octavio. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for covering SMCI news. You're a legend. Thank you, Peter. You're my pleasure. Good morning from California, Judith, Octavio. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Octavio. Welcome. DJ, everyone. Yep, congratulations, Martyn. Next to 80,000. The one I really want, the big milestone now is the 100,000, because that's when you get the plaque on the wall, and I'd like to put it just there. Now, it might be a little bit small to go there, because unfortunately, over the last year, YouTube have made the plaque smaller, which is frustrating. It would have fitted that black tile just there, would have been superb, but they've reduced the size of it. So I might have to put it on a stand, like just there behind me on some sort of shelf, just sort of standing there somewhere. We'll see, but I can't wait, because that's when you become a recognized professional channel. Anyway, there you go. Leston Wynn, thank you, Leston Wynn, for your research last night, sending me in some great content that I could then turn into a video. Thank you very much for that. That was very much appreciated, Leston Wynn, on Discord. That made up a part of last night's video. Thank you. I would like to propose the Friday music show this Friday dedicated to Jerry, and make a show Elba can play to him, loaded with just positive vibes, prayers and dedications for those two during this time. Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Do we have an event for this Friday set up? Let's have a look on the music channel. No, we don't. Okay. I'll do that. That's a great suggestion. Friday show for Jerry and Elba. For Jerry, isn't it, really? For Jerry. There you go. That's a wonderful idea. I will set that up. And that's a lovely idea. What a nice idea, yeah. Jerry's not very well. He's very poorly in hospital. And I'm sure that would mean a lot to both of them. Yeah, good idea. Mike, good morning. Stacey, Martyn to 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I can't wait, because then I can have a break. I can have a rest. How you doing, Martyn? How's Lisa? Lisa is Mike's partner. My wife is Leah. So who are you asking about? I'm sure you're asking after both, right? She keeps playing him the Raise Me Up song from last week. Oh, does she? I should probably release that as a single. If she likes that, You Raise Me Up. You Raise Me Up. Okay, single. I'll put that out as a single. Okay. You guys have been in the stock game a long time. Me in the YouTube game, vet status. It's rigged. Keep on going. You guys been in the stock game a long time. Me in the YouTube game, vet status. It's rigged. Keep on going. What's rigged? What's rigged? I don't think anything's rigged. What do you mean by that? Request from Friday. Stacey, thank you so much for the incredible gift. I love it. There you go. I've no idea what that is. Good morning, DJ Andrew, Lestin, Pascal, Stephen. Good morning to you. I said goals. I set goals. Yeah, you got to have goals. If there are no goals, what's kind of the point? You need to have some goals every day. You need to have targets. You need to have things to work towards. Otherwise, what is the point? Anyway. Good morning. Here she is, the lady of the hour. Vanessa, can I thank you last night? Again, I know I thanked you 100 times. You're going, okay, Martyn, you thanked me enough now. Time to move on. But seriously, Vanessa, this is what the power of the Lucasades is, and the way Discord works and the way the community works live. You never know what is about to transpire. You never know what tomorrow will bring. And I'm live all day doing the shows. I can't watch all the news. There's things happening all the time. And the Lucasades, the members, they're always looking out for the news as well, along with watching the show. And last night was we've had several examples of this over the years. One of those was the 60 Minutes. You know, the 60 Minutes, when I had 130,000 views, that we had like 20,000 subscribers during the XRP 60 Minutes thing. That was MSK. MSK said XRP, Brad Garninghouse, is going to be on 60 Minutes. And he found it straight away. He saw it straight away. He messaged me before anyone was covering it. And I went straight on, did a live show, and the rest is history. You saw how he blew up on that. Well, last night was another one. We've had several of these. Last night was another one when Vanessa said they've just released the filing. Well, I was in the middle of the show at the time. I was doing an earnings. So I set up a show. We went straight to it. It blew up. And because over the last maybe 3 or 4 days, we've gone sort of 10, 20 subscribers a day, just slowly churning along. And then all of a sudden, boom, SMCI explodes. And these moments are what builds the family, the channel, everything. And they're all down to you guys. So brilliant that. Thank you, Vanessa. Good morning from Ottawa in Canada. Lucia, good morning to you. I set a goal for every single day. Hi, Stephen. Good morning to you. Go DB. Morning all. No problem, Martin. We'll go through last night's show after work. Lot of detail last night, including your content was used. Good morning, Go DB. Morning, Stephen. LOL. Thank you. I am sending you a message in Discord. I mean, you deserve 100,000 along with others. Thank you so much indeed. Well, the thing is, we all start at one. It takes time. I mean, we're growing really fast, and I'm always surprised by every subscriber. Think about it. The Lucasade family is bigger than the real family of each one and one of us. Yes, it certainly is. I don't have 70,000 people in my family. I have about 3. Anyway, holla, Antony. Good morning to you. Oh, welcomes that. I think it fits pretty good. There you go. Lovely stuff. Alrighty then. Let me have a quick sip of tea. So, earnings season is nearly finished. We've got a little bit more to do. So what's coming up today on today's show? Well, we have Nvidia earnings tonight after hours. Nvidia earnings tonight after hours. Let me give you all the information so you can see what's going on here. If you click on the home page of the channel, there we are watching live right now. If you scroll down, upcoming live streams. This is the preparation for the Nvidia earnings. That's the closing bell show this afternoon. Then we have the Nvidia earnings themselves. That's tonight after hours. Tomorrow night, we have SoundHound earnings. Now, Zaxate's going, hang on a minute, where's Virgin Galactic? Well, there's more. If we scroll down and you find the extra channel, click on the extra channel. We have Virgin Galactic earnings tonight on the extra channel. There you go. We're covering the earnings tonight for Virgin Galactic on the extra channel. Can you believe I'm covering it on the extra channel? This is what built the channel, but it just doesn't get the views like it used to. So now it's on the extra channel. And the main show is on the main channel, which is SoundHound. And tomorrow night, at the same time as I am doing SoundHound, yes, SoundHound, I beg your pardon, it's Nvidia, isn't it? Nvidia is the main show tonight on the main channel. When I'm doing Nvidia, SoundHound, Vaz is doing Archer on the extra channel. So there we go. We got double earnings for both nights. Scroll back down there. You will find the channel again. There you go. And here we are again. All right. So that's what's That's what's coming up. Hello from Andorra. Mark. Morning, Mark Saxby. Lovely to have you here. Good morning, Virgin Galactic. Release a new video this morning. Zax8, send it to me. I'll cover it right now and I'll put it into the show today. So let me do a couple of videos. So what shall we do? We've got 40 minutes before the bell goes. Let me bring you all the news first of all, and then I'll make a couple of videos. So, we bring you all the news. Okay, so I'm trying to think what's best to do. Just trying to work out in my head which is the best way forward. Nvidia. Let me do this first. So I'll go up to here. I'll do Nvidia first of all. Nvidia, what's the time? Nvidia. Let's go back to the main account. NVDA. Nvidia. Okay. And the time is 21 minutes. 21, right. Nvidia earnings approaches. We're covering it live, but now we got some extra spice, some extra salt on top with Supermicro Computer getting their filings in. Look below the link and I give you the full breakdown. We gave you a world exclusive before anyone covered that last night. We were the first and we gave you a full SEC filing study. So go and check that out. But Nvidia tonight, are you excited? If this pops tonight, the whole market goes up big after the recent selling. I'm excited. Here is the Nvidia earnings. Let's bring you some of the news around it as we get prepared for it tonight. Stock futures higher as Nvidia results near. We are expecting a beat. So we are, and a good one too, and we are expecting the market to rally. Stock futures advanced on Wednesday with the Nasdaq futures leading the pack as investors look ahead to Nvidia's results. The S&P 500 up 0.6, Nasdaq up 0.9, and Dow is up 0.3. The 10-year Treasury yield rose 1 basis point to 4.31. The 2-year yield rose 2 basis points to 4.12. Wall Street's benchmark, the S&P 500, on Tuesday closed at its lowest level since mid-January, with traders flocking to the safety of bonds amid more tariff uncertainty and weak economic data. Now, we have to remind ourselves a little bit about that. Nvidia will do well. SMCI did well. The businesses that we own are doing well. What we do have, however, is uncertainty with tariffs. Doesn't mean the businesses aren't doing well. They are. And most of the S&P now have reported 50% are up, beating estimates. We reported that yesterday. So we've got good reason to be bullish. When the war is over in Ukraine, the market will pump. We could be just days or weeks away. When the tariffs get settled, days or weeks away, uncertainty will go away, markets will rally. We've had a big sell-off recently, an opportunity to buy dips, and I've been buying it. And Nvidia tonight will bring everything back into balance if it's a good beat. And I believe it will be. Markets saw another decent risk off over the past 24 hours as concerns about the US economic outlook continue to mount. We've had the Michigan report, all politics. Those YouTubers who like to come down on the side of politics, whether they are Republican or Democrat, they like to throw mud at each other and make lots of noise. And it is lots of noise. Doom and gloom's all over YouTube right now. You won't see it on my channel unless it's real. And it ain't. There's no reason for all of this, but people want to sell the story. Why do you think the news is always doom and gloom? Very rarely you see something good on the news, right? It just doesn't happen. It's always doom and gloom because it sells. Not here on this channel. We just bring you the facts. US equity markets were a little disturbed by a sharp decline in consumer confidence survey, but the surveys are distorted by parties and politics. What did I just say? It's a well-known fact, but no one seems to be bothered about that when they put that out on their videos. Let's just sell some videos on doom and gloom. It simply isn't true. In fact, it's now been the biggest four-day decline of the S&P since early September. What an opportunity to buy when we know that our stocks in the S&P are performing well. Look, up 20% today, and Nvidia is up as well. Wait for the earnings. I mean, just wait for the earnings. Too late now to buy. I've already bought. I want a nice, comfortable bounce tonight. Maybe a 5% on the S&P. That sounds a lot? Not really, because actually I only need 2.5%. Which is still quite a lot, but when you consider we've dropped 4, it's not really anything at all, and that will give me a 5% bounce because of margin will double those benefits. That's the benefit of buying when the market goes down. Tech giant Nvidia will report its results after the market close on Wednesday. Investment firms Evercore ISI and Piper Sandler has issued positive notes on the semiconductor firm ahead of the report. This would also be Nvidia's first day since DeepSeek last month unveiled its AI model R1. So let me just put this to you, folks, in two ways. If people sell off the Nvidia earnings, it goes any lower, so it goes to sort of 110, it will be a mass buyback, and it will then surpass the 140. So if it goes down, you buy, you win. It goes up. If it just goes up, you win. Either way, you win tonight. If it does go down, it presents a buying frenzy opportunity, which will occur. There's plenty of money on the sidelines to buy it if it goes down. That's why the market isn't pumping too much tonight. People are waiting and hedging their bets, thinking, I'm going to buy on the dip, and then it's going to rally. We know that Warren Buffett's got a ton of money on the sidelines. What about Supermicro surged 24.9%. We saw Lowe's go up this morning, a beat on earnings. We saw Home Depot yesterday beat on earnings. Soft guidance, but going up. They haven't been going up for ages. Is it really doom and gloom in the market? Nope, it's not. That's why I bought the dip yesterday. Supermicro surged 24.9 in pre-market trade after the company filed its delinquent financial reports to the US Securities and Exchange Commission just ahead of its deadline. On the economic side, the January new home sales and the survey of business uncertainty will land during the market hours. The former is expected to come in at 679,000. Okay, let me come back to it right now. We're in the middle of a live stream, a half an hour before the bell goes. Nvidia is up. Supermicro computer is up. And if I come back to my main portfolio, I'm also up today, 0.72. Waiting for the market to open. Are you in today? Are you with me? Are you buying? Let me just show you my recent buys so you know how bullish I am. This is my real money, my real position. This is my real portfolio. You can see now I've got over a daisy. What happened there? Let me just change that. This is being done live. Your actions available while you're sharing your screen. Okay, I've not seen that before. What happened there? That's the first time that's happened. That was flipping annoying. No idea why that happened. I must have clicked the wrong button or something or other. Anyway, it's to protect my security, but I'm doing this live and I must have pressed something which shares something. I don't know what I did. Anyway, oops. Okay. It was probably a good thing, right? So what was I doing? Yes, my overall portfolio is up. Let me share with you what I just did so you know exactly when I say that I'm buying, so you understand what I'm buying. If I scroll down here, you can see, if I scroll down, look, you will see my history. This is my actual account. And you will see when the market started to crash on the 21st of February, I bought 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 20, 25, 35. 40, 50, 55 shares. I actually thought it was less than that. 55 shares of the S&P all the way down. Just keep buying all the way down. Flipping heck, that's more than I thought it was. Anyway, what am I doing? Have I gone mad? Probably. Anyway, there it is. That's what's happening. It's very exciting. The markets are up. We're preparing for the Nvidia earnings tonight. It's just down here. You might want to join me for that. I'll put the links on the screen. Now, we're covering 2 events at the same time. You can't afford to miss them. I'll put both the links below and above my head and pinned to the description and, in the comments as well, to the top of the comments. Over here, I'll put the Nvidia earnings, and down here I shall put the Virgin Galactic earnings, because we're covering that on the extra channel. So it's going to be a very, very busy day. In fact, a very busy 48 hours, because we're doing the same tomorrow night. Very exciting. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. That's going back up again. Let me just check a minute. What caused that issue there? I've never seen that before. Oh, I know what I did. That's what I did. I know what I did. I clicked transfer as if I was doing a transfer. That's okay. I understand what I did now. It ruined my video, but who cares? Now I understand what it is. Gotta make sure I don't press that button. All right. Okay. Back to here again. Let me I should probably not MSK. Zach say yes he did. Yes he did. He sent me a video in. All right, here we go. Okay, what's this all about? Okay, let me...
Large, tail cone, and nose cone.
Okay, I'll play that. Let me mute that for audio copyright. Okay, so here we go. We'll do our second one, Nvidia, and we'll do SPCE as well. SPCE. I want to cover this as well. SPCE. Right, here we go. Very, very good. Right. Virgin Galactic, the time has come for the most important earnings we've ever had as the stock hits an all-time low with volatility in the market. What am I talking about? Yes, we're back. Virgin Galactic. They've got a new video out. Let me share this with you. I'm not going to play the audio for copyright reasons, but look at this. Virgin Galactic have just released from Mike Moses, the president of Spaceline. We've got a Virgin Galactic earnings tonight, and we could get everything that we need for a positive take-up on Virgin Galactic. Very, very exciting. What are they going to reveal tonight? I'm not going to play the audio. I'm going to keep this a little bit as a surprise for tonight. But Virgin Galactic is up now. You were at all-time lows. And we are going to cover the earnings for you tonight. Live on the extra channel. On the main channel, we are covering Nvidia earnings, but I'm also covering at the same time Virgin Galactic's earnings. Can you afford to miss this one? Is this the time that Virgin Galactic takes off? Is it? Well, tonight we'll get to hear everything that we need to know about the future of Virgin Galactic. It's very, very exciting. We've seen delays upon delays, but are we nearly there? What we need to hear tonight is Delta is on track, and we're going to start to release ticket sales. We're going to start selling tickets again, and people are going to start flying regularly. And this could be an opportunity of a lifetime. It's the stock has been had a reverse split. It's on its knees, but the valuation of the company right now is way below the cash on the books. No one's paying attention to it. No one's talking about it. But tonight, hopefully, we'll get the news tonight that we've been so waiting for. So the Virgin Galactic, you can see they're very busy in their factory there, getting everything ready. Are we going to get what we need? So you can see as I'm talking about it, Virgin Galactic is now going up 2.69 with, of course, Elon Musk, friends of Trump, of course, very much pro-space, going to Mars. Elon Musk very much Trump very pro-supporting Elon with everything he's doing. It's going to draw a lot of attention into the space sector. We've got Rocket Labs also doing well. They're shooting up today. This brings a lot of attention on the stock. So there we go. Virgin Galactic. Are you excited? You cannot afford to miss it. Let me give you the link for the event. I'm going to bring it up right now so you can see what we're covering. I'm making this during a live show. So if you go to the main channel, this is how this works. If you go to the main channel where you're watching me right now, you can see I'm making this during a live show. You scroll down, scroll in, Mike, and there is the extra channel. You see it right there. You click on the extra channel, and what do you see? Upcoming live streams. You don't see anything. Yeah, you do. Virgin Galactic. This is happening tonight on the extra channel. Tomorrow night is EVTOL. We're covering Archer Aviation. So there you go. The stock is rallying up 2.69. It was an all-time low just a day or so ago with all the volatility. Now the markets are returning once again. As you can see, my portfolio is up today over $1,100. I've been buying the dips. So join us on the main channel for the Nvidia earnings, or perhaps you'd like to learn all about Virgin Galactic on the extra channel, or like me, you'll be watching both. I mean, I can do it, so why can't you? Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. I'll also pin it to the comments as well. Here is the event you want to see. This is Virgin Galactic right there. And down here, I shall put the Nvidia earnings. You can see it being displayed on our big screen right now. So big night tonight for us. This was the stock that built the channel, and we want to make sure that we cover the earnings. So we're covering the earnings. Join us live. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Right, that video will go out shortly. Market is up. Market is up. Let me shut that down. Thank you, Zach, for sending that in. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Mark Saxby. Mark Saxby also sent it in. Oh, dear. Okay. Thank you, Stacey Bailey, for that message. Wow. Okay. Okay. Just going to share what I can. Essentially, Jerry is very ill indeed. And we're doing a concert for him on Friday. Right. Thank you very much for sharing that information, Stacey. Right, let me come back to SMCI. That's what we're looking at this morning. SMCI. MCI. Super microcomputer. We're keeping our eye on that. We're keeping our eye on the market. Thank you, Mike. Let me see what comments I missed. New video on Discord News. Thank you. I got it. Yes, I bought the dip. Bought the dip with my 10 left this month from only paying the necessities. Loving it. Great. SMCI back to a buy. Not now. It's not. It was when it was down. But I would wait for a pullback, but you're probably not going to get one. To be quite honest, Virgin Galactic released 10 videos this morning showing 10 milestones, including possible launches from Italy in the future. Link in breakfast bar. Thank you, Mark Saxby. Yeah, I just played that. Thank you very much for doing that as well, Mark. Morning, you lot. 30,000 more on VU, Martin. How many shares do you have now? How many shares of the S&P do I have now? Okay, so let's go. 462. Let's have a look. 462. And I wish that would work. I've got to get really close to it. Drives me at the wall. 462.1. And on my Roth IRA, 70.2 plus 71 if you put the two together, round that up, equals 533 shares. 533 shares. And if we check the current dividend, I don't buy the S&P for dividends. Obviously, I buy it for growth. It's a growth stock. The dividend is just a free gift. It's not why I buy it. It's not a dividend stock. There are high dividend stocks, but then those stocks might depreciate in value. I buy the S&P. No one buys the S&P for dividends. They buy it for growth. So I'm expecting $1.85. So if we times that by $1.85, this is essentially to cover my margin interest. That's all the dividend is for. And as I increase and get more, and I keep bringing my margin down to the same level, eventually the margin will be paid for by the interest, and then the interest rate will come down. I'm making a profit. So the growth is what I'm buying. All right. So 986. Ooh, I want to get to 1,000. That's a quarter, obviously. So divide that by 3. That's my quarterly. And then if we divide that by monthly, divide that by 30. I earn $10.95 a day. Now, currently, I'm paying about $16 a day for margin. So I'm not quite there yet. That's why I need a bit more, but also I need to reduce my margin as well. So I'm trying to buy more shares to give me greater growth potential, greater dividend payout to cover the margin. I want to keep it on the level it's at. So I've got the third lowest interest rate from Robinhood, which is a 5%. Is it 5.25? Yeah, 5.25. So there it is. It's just about nearly covering the margin cost at the moment. But the growth is why you buy it. And if you're getting 13% a year, so there's about 10% left this year, but we dipped like 4 or 5%. So there's a 15% spurt from where we were. That's why I bought the dip. So if it's costing you 5% to earn 15, you'll benefit by 10. If you can cover the cost of the interest with your dividends, then essentially you've bought the stocks interest free, if you like. And in a year from now, I'm going to have dramatically reduced it again, because the stock is going to go up and I'm going to be reducing it. So I'm working at both ends. I'm reducing it one end, but also increasing it. So the idea is eventually, probably in the next 6 months, the margin interest will be paid for by the dividends. So the growth will be free. So you're basically buying the future prices. So that's essentially why I do it. Anyway, good stuff. But I wanted to see that on 1,000. And maybe it will be 1,000 because they'll pay a bit more. I mean, that's at the current rate. If they increase it by 20 cents, then it will be $1,000, won't it? Or thereabouts. So, just got to keep holding. But I'm not going to buy it again now. We've rallied again. I'll buy it again when I've reduced it again, get paid on the 21st of March. That's my next payday. We'll reduce the margin again, bring it down to around that level, which keeps me on the threshold of the 5.25. And then if we get a further dip, I'll buy again. But I don't think we're going to dip enough now. We had a decent dip there. It was expected at the beginning of the year. I think that's all going to settle down soon. All the tariff stuff and the war stuff and the change of administration. All that stuff will settle down, and when it does, we're going to take off again. And if Nvidia does well tonight, then that'll be a really good catalyst, won't it? Morning, Kazansky. Good morning to you. Afternoon all from the UK. I posted to Zach. Looks like we have a lot going on. Launching from Italy. Yes, hoping some green shoots. Hello from Pompton, Plains, New Jersey. I love your show. Demetria, welcome to you. Lovely to have you here. Thank you ever so much indeed. Thank you, Mike, for doing that. Good afternoon. What everyone doing with Nvidia? Nvidia, we're preparing for the earnings, and we're very excited about it. Good luck, traders. Stock Hawk. We're at 15 minutes to go before the bell goes.
Keep it off.
Here is Wall Street. We'll be tuning into Wall Street in just a few minutes' time. Nvidia, number one. If SMCI makes 40 billion in revenue, how many times revenue should it be selling for? I haven't got a clue. I'd need to work that out. Get well soon, Jerry. Best wishes, Jerry. What is the Roth IRA? What do you mean, what is the Roth IRA? It's my second account on Robinhood. It's where I buy shares and trade tax-free. You can put in $8,000 a year in your Roth IRA and trade for free. This is where I do my trading. If you look here, these are my contributions. I maxed it out in 22. I got 204 match. It was 7,000 that year, 7.5 the next year. I got 225 match. Then I got 240 match, and then I got another 240 match, 8,000. This is my Roth IRA. This is my pension. But the great thing about this is you can see I got a massive spike there. See that massive spike there? That was me selling the S&P at an all-time high, buying Walmart and making $1,500, which is what it was. It's changed now. $1,500 in a couple of minutes, literally a couple of seconds. That's what that big spike was. There you go. That's that big spike. That big spike there. Sorry, that big spike there. Just there, let's see it. That was a spike there. This is the only place I trade. My Roth IRAs, you can see at all time, 26% up, 7,975 profit. I can trade tax-free. So every time I trade, I go all in, I sell all my S&P, and I buy something that's oversold on an earnings, sell it 5 minutes later if I can, for 5-10% profit. I did it on Coca-Cola. I had to wait a few weeks for that, a few months for that one though. But I don't mind. I only buy things I don't mind owning forever. So I did that, and I made profit on that. I did it on Walmart, same thing. Happy to own it forever. Sold it, made $1,500. Did it on McDonald's with the E. coli. I just do it on macro conditions. When the market is oversold for an external macro condition, I sell all of my S&P. I buy that asset and then I sell it as quickly as possible, but I don't mind holding it, and I wait. I've done 21 trades, 21 wins, never lose. Just got to have patience. And I do it tax-free, which means every time I trade, it's all profit. There's no tax to pay. So that's that. I hope that explains to you what that is. It's like an ISA in the UK, yes, an individual savings account. You can have a cash ISA or a stock ISA. The Roth IRA is, or traditional IRA, Roth's better for me because of my classification for work. I'm an LLC, and I trade tax-free. But I never sell in my main account because I'd pay tax on that. That would be pointless. Pretty well going to see the S&P moving sideways. 200 to 400 points most of the year. Tommy Tinkler. It's not going to do massive this year. I agree with you after the last 2 years. But with the dips that we've had, it's still going to be a decent year if you bought those dips at the bottom, which I did. What is your average on VU? The average is of no importance whatsoever. Why do people always talk about the average? The average is not important. Let me show you what I mean. A few days ago, I sold all of my S&P and I bought Walmart. And I sold Walmart and I made $1,500 instantly, and I bought back the S&P. So the S&P is saying down 2.5% right now. I was up 30%. I'm now down 2.5%. Am I really down? No, that's just my latest trade. It doesn't matter. My average isn't important. The average is very is just a simplistic term that people use on YouTube to sell videos. It's a completely pointless thing, what your average is. Let me explain to what I mean. My average cost on VU, on my Roth IRA, is 562, near the top. In fact, below the top, right? So you go, well, that's rubbish. You've got a really high average. Doesn't matter. When Warren Buffett uses his billions and buys back in again, all right, his average is going to go up. He's going to pay more than he did 20 years ago, all right, for whatever he bought 20 years ago, just to use an example. An average is not important. What's important is I'm consistently making profits. This is my Roth IRA. I'm up on the day. I'm up on the week. I'm up on the month. I'm up on the 3 months. I'm up on the 1 year. I'm up on the year to date. I'm up on the all. All that matters is I'm consistently making profits, not paying taxes, and improving my overall wealth all the time. The average is not important at all. At all. A quality asset you buy always appreciates in value. That's why you buy it. It doesn't depreciate. It goes up over time. So if you sell something for a profit and then you buy back in again, the chances are you're going to pay more for it in the future, and that's okay. That's okay with an appreciating quality asset. That's okay. Yes, you want to buy on a dip, but the average is not important. Think about this for a moment. When I first started buying the S&P on my main account, which I've been doing now for nearly 15 months, 14, 15 months, okay, my average was a lot lower than where it was today. Obviously, because I've been buying over the last 15 months, the average is going up. I'm not focusing on lowering my averages. These are things that people focus on. Again, it simplifies it for YouTube videos. I don't focus on the average. I focus on making profits, never losing, taking care of my money, and always winning on my trades. And that's what I do. So, Prasad, you shouldn't focus on the average. It's not important at all. What's important is you buy quality businesses that are undervalued, and you don't sell for losses unless you're trying to save on tax. But there you go. Good morning, good and evening, Martin, everyone. How are you, Alex? Wow, 533 VU, about $300,000. That's right. You're absolutely right. That's what I keep telling everyone. I've now got $250,000 in the S&P. I mean, remember, guys, I started with $5,000. No options, no shorts, no crypto, and now 300 grand. So the target of $1 million by the end of the decade is absolutely assured. Absolutely assured. The biggest investment I make is in myself. You have to have the engine. You have to have the engine. You are the engine. You have to earn money. You don't use the stock market as a cash machine. You don't go, I'm not going to do any work. I'm not going to earn any money. I'm just going to make money out of money for doing nothing. No, that's not how the stock market works. What you do is you start by building an efficient life where you have no bills, no debts, and you work on that first. You get all of that paid off first. Mortgages, car loans, debts. Then you start investing, wait for it, when you have built your efficient machine. So you've got to earn money. Now, it doesn't matter if you earn $1, $10, $1 million. Then what you do with your money is you invest it, and your money goes to work for you, and you build an army with your money. And your money is your foot soldiers. You are the general, and you send your money out every day to work for you. That's what you do. You leave no one behind. You don't lose money. You make sure that everyone comes home, and you compound over time. That's what you do. You don't use the stock market to make money from nothing. You make money from yourself, and then you invest it. That's what it's all about. All right, let's go back to SMCI. We're watching that this morning on the bell, and Nvidia, of course. It's the big night tonight. Very exciting. What did you think of Reality Income? It's called great. Solid business. Solid business, Pedro. Reality Income, solid solid business. Nothing wrong. Not right for me. I'm not old enough. When I've got $1 million in my portfolio, then I could just buy realty income and earn the dividends if that's what I wanted. Or I can just stay in the S&P and sell a share every couple of weeks, every month, just to live on until it's all gone, basically. But yeah, very good business. It's for people that have made a lot of money who are now simply wanting for a passive income. But you have to build a portfolio before you focus on dividends. It should not always be about just buying a stock for dividends. You should build a growth stock and then you move into dividends. Some people think it's best to build a dividend-paying stock when they're young. You have to build a growth stock first, a growth portfolio, which you then turn into dividends. It's why the majority of dividend investors are senior. They're elderly people because they built a portfolio that can then return them. If you're just starting off and you're buying dividends, you very often your positions are getting smaller. And overall, if you compared a high-paying dividend stock to, say, the S&P, if you put them side by side, you would see a year, 2, 5, 10 years, your overall position is going to be a lot less in the dividend stock. However, if your aim is to just take money from it, live on it, then dividend is right, but not in the early stages. Thanks for explaining analysis. CR2D2. R2D2. You know my godfather is R2D2, the man inside the robot, Kenny Baker. That was my godfather, by the way. Right, okay, a couple of minutes to go. SMCI prediction. I don't know, but I would say it's quite bullish, wouldn't you? Real estate bubble is bursting, I heard. Any thoughts? Look, the real estate market has ebbs and flows. One day it's up, one day it's down. It always goes up long term. If you are buying a business that is making money from real estate, like I talked about McDonald's, you can never overpay for land. Just give it time. It's a patience game. Should we all have a Roth IRA to do our trades? Yes. Yeah, you shouldn't be trading in your brokerage account because you're paying tax. A Roth IRA is a free gift that the American government give you. You should absolutely have it. Just turn it on Robinhood. If you want free shares from Robinhood, there you go. There's my Robinhood UK. There's my Robinhood USA. There's my X and Instagram if you want to follow me. There's our membership links. There's the membership video, and there's Discord. There you go for our free training. Once you got a 1-month badge, we give you free training. We don't charge you anything here. It's not like we charge you. It's all free to have the training. What are your thoughts on this Bitcoin dip? It will make millionaires. I'm not an investor in Bitcoin. I wouldn't invest in Bitcoin at all. I don't need to. I've just got a solid portfolio based upon business. Crypto crashing hard, not a good sign. Yeah, I wouldn't touch. The only one that's got of any value is XRP. Bitcoin, I wouldn't touch it at all. I don't own it. I sold it all for a profit. But there you go. I am just about buying quality businesses under value. Is SMCI back at a buy level? Not really. It was. That's why we brought you in the news. Thanks for the insight. Love your show. Prasad, thank you. Very true. Seeing my tax advisor tomorrow. Still have tax harvesting to do. Thank you. Is it... Oh, here we go. We're coming up to the bell. Is it too late to buy Virgin Galactic? No, it's just the beginning. Good morning, family. I will stay in dividends because it's very rare for the growth portfolio to beat compounding drip.
In terms of like if you want to understand futures, you want to trade on their site. There are many things that do crypto. You want to trade on their site.
Here we go. I'll come back to that comment in a minute.
Magnificent and really simple. The other brokerages have really dropped the ball. They don't understand. You have to have superior engineering, and that's what Vlad understands.
You think it's beyond just the marketing?
I totally do.
The bell has gone. Let's go through all our positions.
So many good things. The gold part is good. They've done many.
My portfolio is up.
30% in 6 days.
Yes, it is.
Nvidia is the big story of the day. Bitcoin is crashing.
The Bitcoin trade.
Let's have a quick look.
Bitcoin, they do trade a lot of crypto, but I just think it's here for the long run.
There we go.
Let's get the opening bell here in the CNBC Real-Time Exchange with the big board. It is the New York City Department of Veteran Services. And of the NASDAQ celebrating a recent IPO.
Okie dokie. Let's go through all our positions this morning. The bell has gone. I just wanted to ask this question. I will stay in dividends because it's very rare for that growth portfolio to beat compounding drip. I'm sorry, that isn't true at all. If you put the highest dividend paying stocks next to the S&P 500 in comparison, you will see they do not outperform. And if you want me to do that, if you are a member of the channel, I will gladly do that for you. I will put the best paying dividend stocks next to the S&P 500 and I will show you over a period of time, and you will see that you would not make more money by buying dividend stocks. It's just not the case. And I can show you the two stocks on top of each other, the S&P 500 with a high paying dividend stock on top of each other, and you will see it's not even close at all. It's a false idea to think that you're making more money on a dividend paying stock. It isn't the case. It doesn't work that way. It's for people who want passive income at the end of their investing strategy. People need to understand that it's not free money. Bullish today, Nvidia 2. I got a friend request from you, Martin, 5 days ago. Did not want to accept it since I was not sure it's you. No, I don't send friend requests to anyone. I don't message anyone. I don't send friend requests to anyone. They're all scammers. If you look at the username, you'll see they spell my name incorrectly. I am the only Martin Lucas spelled correctly. The bell has gone. Poor man, it's not Martin. The scammers do that all the time. Martin doesn't send friend requests ever. I don't follow anyone. I don't message anyone ever. Morning, Martin. Morning, everyone. Thank you, Vanessa. That's what I thought. I'll deny friend request. Yeah, absolutely right. It's very, very simple. Right, let's go through all our positions. Here we go. My main portfolio is up today. The S&P 500 up, just trimming off. Virgin Galactic up 1.72. Palantir going back up again, but really all credibility has lost from this company due to the CEO really pumping his own stock in a way that is really bad. It's actually verging on illegal. Amazon, Apple going down today. Huge rally yesterday. Net Zero Energy up today. Enphase Energy up 2%. Very nice. Coca-Cola, I sold all of this, took 4%, bought back in the S&P. J&J, $200 stock on the way to. Chevron going down today. McDonald's down today. Tesla down. Hardly any Teslas being sold now in Europe. Elon Musk is upset. So many people in Europe now with the America versus Europe thing. The special relationship seems to be in tatters at the moment. Looks like Ukraine has been thrown under the bus. Donald Trump owns all the minerals now of Ukraine, and Europe is turned against Tesla and Elon Musk. So I wouldn't be in this stock anymore. Google going down. That's a good time to buy. Microsoft going down. Nvidia up today. It's, of course, their earnings tonight. Walmart up. Congratulations if you're holding Walmart after the earnings. It's going back up again. It'll soon be $100. Tilray Brands. I wouldn't buy this. There's no interest in the White House to get this passed anytime soon. We hoped that would happen. It's not happening now. Robinhood is up 2.6. IonQ, too expensive, way too expensive. Rocket Lab popped up today, too expensive. Great, but way too expensive. Plug Power up today, too risky though at this time. Bitcoin down today, awful when you look at it. Bitcoin now is down 10% on the week. Is that 18? Let me zoom in a little bit. Bloody hell, 18% on the month. Dear, oh dear. Yeah, not very nice at all. But you look at the overall thing, draw a line through it. Still looks pretty good, though, over time. It's very good, in fact, over time. But I wouldn't be buying Bitcoin. If I was buying crypto, it'd have to be XRP, right? Okay, let me have a look. Right, Supermicrocomputer holding up. Main portfolio still holding up. Let's come back to here. Let's read your questions. Let me do a little thing here. Let me just prepare something a moment. Whoops. What happened there? Supermicro computer just taking a bit of a drop. If you want to buy it, it was a good result, but I would wait though. Right. Let me refresh that screen a minute. Customize. All right. Just trying to find some support. Let me read some more questions. Oops, going back up again. Nice. How long have we got? 83 minutes before we got our premiere tonight, this morning. Thank you, Vanessa. That's what I thought. Yes, I don't do that. On the hour, I will onboard anyone who needs onboarding onto Discord. We're in the process of recording a series of videos for free training. For everyone who has a 1-month badge, we can upgrade you to Discord. And I will do that on the hour if anybody wants that. Now then, let me have a quick look at Bitcoin this morning. BTC. Oops, a daisy. BTC. Bitcoin. I want to put Bitcoin in here. All right, I'm going to do a video on this. In fact, actually, I wonder if I do a live. Should I do that? No, I'll just make it. I'll just make it. Here we go. David Hensley, I don't know what's going on. Mobix Labs, I've not looked at that for a few days. What is going on with it? The overall portfolio is rallying right now. Let me see if I've got anything here on Bitcoin. I covered that news, didn't I, earlier? Covered that. Covered that. Let me see if there's anything on Bitcoin and over here. BTC. So anything at all? Okay. It's strong reversal mode. Time to buy. It's getting caught. Bitcoin breaks below. Do you know what I think I want to do? Actually, this could be would be better as a live stream. I'm going to do that. I'm watching this now. My portfolio is doing great. We're zooming up again, so I don't even have to pay attention to that. But I am concerned about Bitcoin and XRP. Let me just increase that brightness a little bit. There you go. Question, thought. I look at all my shares, stocks, and put it all in VU. But then I heard Warren Buffett was selling. Oh no. Poor man, rich man. That is not the case at all. You've heard that on YouTube. Why didn't you watch my video on YouTube and I showed you the exact amount he sold? Poor man, rich man. Warren Buffett. You need to go and check out my whole video. I explained the whole Warren Buffett letter, the annual statement. Warren Buffett owned 0.01 of the S&P 500. 0.01. If you had a $1,000 portfolio, it's $10. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. It was just clearing up his table. All it was, and he owns, his biggest position is Apple, which is number one in the S&P. He's very pro stocks. He's got more stocks than cash. He's got a lot of cash, yes, but he's got more stocks than cash. He's not sold out of the equities. He's not sold out of the market. He had 0.01 of SPY and 0.01 of VU. It was an admin thing, but of course, people all over YouTube made videos out of it. And this is what people do, sadly, and there is no issue at all about it, but didn't stop people making videos, right? Anyway, I've got an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a live stream to talk about this morning, I think. So let me do this now. I'm just setting it up. I'm just going to create a thumbnail here. And once I've done it, I'll just transfer over to the next show, because I think it would be better done as a video. Because there's a lot of people concerned today about this, and I don't think you should be concerned if you know why you bought it in the first place, at least anyway. That's the problem. Most people don't know why they bought it. Right, I think that'll do. Does that look good? You can't see that. You can't see what I'm doing, but I think it looks good. Well, I would say that, wouldn't I? Okay, there you go. That'll do. Okay, save as. I'm going to do this now. We're going to switch to that. So BTC versus XRP. Take me just a couple of seconds. Save. Close that back down. All right. Okay. Again, appreciate you taking care of. Absolutely. Yeah, don't worry about Warren Buffett. And again, what Warren Buffett does, I'm not saying he's wrong. Of course he's not wrong. He's the greatest investor ever. But that doesn't mean it's your strategy, because he's on a different timeline. He's got different goals. He's got different amounts of money. It's different. You can't just go, well, Warren Buffett's doing it, so I'm going to do it. That wouldn't suit your goals, aims, nothing. It wouldn't be the right thing to do. It's never the right thing to do, just to follow somebody else, because you've all got a different goal, and you've all got different targets and different things that you're trying to achieve at different times, and you've got different understandings. So people try to simplify it and go, well, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll just follow Warren Buffett. And that's the worst thing you can do. One of the biggest mistakes people make. They always want to copy somebody else. And it really is not a good idea. Right. So XRP Ripple versus Bitcoin crash. Right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me change that to that. Okay. Live show. Yep. No AI. No, it's really me, always live. Yep. I have to agree to that every time. This is the world we live in, folks. Yep, that's good. Live chat. Yep. What's the time? 8:45. So we'll do it. We'll do it for now. 8 February. Yep. Okay, creating that stream right now. Let me see if I can just fix my lights a minute. Sometime when you change the lights, it changes the color. Right. There you go. Got more natural tones now. Let's see. Okay. So that's all set. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch from this show over to, because I covered the SMCI news this morning. Now I'm going to cover Bitcoin and XRP, the differences, the crash and everything else. Everything in between. Right. Let's see if I've got it there now. Duplicate. Let me end this poll. Are you bearish or bullish on the markets? Bullish, 62%. Very good. 235 votes. Let me end the poll. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. That's good news to hear. Right, SMCI, we're switching over now to the Bitcoin one. There it is. So what I'm going to do now is edit, customization, send you all to this. We're going to just carry straight on with this show here. We're going to carry on our live show exactly as we are now, but we're just changing it to a different subject. And I think it's important, right? So live, live now. New show. There you go. Let me put that into there. Let me replace the pin. There you go. All right. So there you go. It's pinned to the top. It's in the chat. This is the event, Bitcoin versus XRP. We're going to look at that now and understand why you bought it and all the rest of it. We're going to switch across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end that chat there. I'm going to pop that chat out. And I'm going to run a poll as well. And I'm going to see which asset you prefer. Get an indication of how you feel about this. If you stay where you are, it'll take you automatically there. Or you can click on the link. It's entirely up to you. Whichever way you want to do it. Okay. So we should be good to go. And we'll do day trader of the day as well. And all those things that you love from the original series of the shows, we're going to make sure we bring those back. Some people have asked about that. Can we have the day trader of the day again and all that stuff? So we're going to do that. Make sure we answer all questions. Okay, so let's switch over to that. SMCI. We're live there now. I've got people already waiting, which is cool. And then that will go directly into our Premiere for Vaz as well. All right, perfect. Okie dokie. So are you ready? We're going to switch over and we'll do day trader of the day. See who's done best today. So tune in now. The link's in the chat. It's pinned to the top or automatically take you there or look on the homepage, whichever way is easiest for you. See you right back. The market's starting to rally now. It's a good time to talk about this. My portfolio is going up really, really quickly. Up $1,200 already this morning. So looking good. Join me now on the next live show. Take care of yourselves and each other.